Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Alchemist and Oracle, a space where we engage in spiritualized conversations that deepen understanding, inspire transformation, and spark meaningful dialogue about life's most profound truths. I am Nicole Love, the Oracle, and as always, I am joined by my amazing co-host, the Warrioress Ardeshir A'ren, also known as the Alchemist. So welcome to the Alchemist and Oracle. Welcome to our channel. So today we're getting in conversation. Today we're doing gratitude, and we're going to do it a bit differently. We're going to play a gratitude game, and it's not just fun, it's like it's practice, right? So my idea behind this was like, how can we demonstrate what gratitude in action looks like? So we're going to show you how to practice, because practice makes embodiment. Because gratitude in action is very powerful. It literally trains you. Like, one of the reasons why, like, the gratitude practice, what happened? The gratitude practice conversation exists is because there's this awareness around how it can train your nervous system and really kind of start to shift your perception. And from that, it builds resiliency, and it opens the door to her favorite thing, which is joy. So by practicing it out loud, which is what we're going to show you, and we invite you to join us, when you speak it, when you identify it, when you anchor it, you start to really rewire your brain and start to teach your energy what safety, expansion, and possibility feels like. And here's the thing, too, I want to say about gratitude, and we'll jump into the questions, is that it doesn't have to be deep or profound, and that the small stuff counts, the weird stuff counts, the unexpected counts. And it's really just honoring and celebrating everything that is. So today, me and the Alchemist, we're going to pull random gratitude questions that I have here. She doesn't know what they are. This is completely unscripted. And we're just going to let them take us into hopefully teachable moments about the body, the mind, the energy, and her favorite thing to talk about, the ego. And we're going to show you how gratitude moves, how it can speak, and how it shapes your day-to-day life. All right, let's get into gratitude in action. Are you ready, my dear? I'm going to let you go first. So, no, I'm going to let you answer the question first. 1 through 18. Pick a question. 1 through 18.
7.
Number 7. Okay. What's a habit, ritual, or routine you often do automatically but are secretly grateful for?
A routine that I do automatically. Every morning I am giving thanks to the Creator, to my ancestors, to all my messengers, to start my day off in such a way that brings manifestation. So thanking them is giving that gratitude, and setting up my day in such a way to enrich it, to shift anything that I don't desire. And so that whole thing about gratitude practice, shifting, the control for the day. So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you pick the questions. What number should I get? 1 through 18.
18.
Oh my gosh. Number 18.
It equals 9.
What's a past failure you're secretly grateful for? Okay. How vulnerable do I want to get here is the question.
What's it telling you?
What's a past failure? There's so many failures.
Well, see, this is
a past failure you're secretly great. I'm going to say this.
Because most people don't like to talk about
past failure. I always say being laid off has always was the biggest gift to me. And there's been like I joke with a friend of mine, like I've been laid
But
off.
is that a failure on your part? That's not a failure on your part.
Well, I haven't gotten to the failure part.
Okay, my bad.
Um, what was I saying? So I lost my train of thought. Past failure I'm grateful for is being laid off. And so being laid off, it really taught me the importance of asking for support, that I don't have to do it all on my own, because I didn't tell people that I was struggling financially. And because of that, there was some decisions that were made that um, were very challenging, to say the least. And so, what I'm grateful for is that it reminded me that I can ask for support, that I have support around, and also that there's no need to be ashamed of where you are or if you're challenging or struggling in your life. So, I'm very grateful for that experience. And it also provided me an opportunity to stop being so judgmental of other people. Because I used to look at other people and be like, oh my God, why don't they have themselves together? Like, figure it out, you know?
I think we
But,
subconscious.
but luckily I got that lesson early on. That was like in my 20s. So that is mine. That's what I would say for me.
So you had to shift your perspective, you had to kind of tone down your ego around that because
Yes.
control
And also see the value that I had in really just seeing my innate value. It goes back to that, seeing my innate value, and then also because I could do that, I could see that in other people. But it had to start with myself.
of course. I think that's where gratitude begins. Alrighty.
1 through
I like
17.
you pick a number.
Okay, I'm gonna pick number 5 for you.
Okay, I like five.
What's one ordinary object you love more than most people realize?
Oh, well, that ain't right.
Ordinary, though.
It says ordinary?
Ordinary. I'll read it again. What's one ordinary object you love more than most people realize? More than most people realize. So it's something that I wouldn't realize.
Oh, so I can't say my car, right?
No, they know it. If they've been watching, they know this. See,
Um,
this is why you should have picked your own card. Your own number.
okay, okay. Since I'm in my office, okay. All right. Um, okay, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. I have to show it. I'm gonna share some with y'all that I don't know because it's very sacred, kind of. So hold on, I'm gonna grab it. I gotta grab. I don't know if
You
I
want
can
me
grab
to
it real
pause it? Hold on, I'll pause so you can go
quick.
off screen.
This right here. I had to go. I don't know how many thousand. No, I didn't go 1,000. I went 11 hours to go get this because nobody would ship it to me.
I just have to call out. I love that that's your ordinary object.
Actually, it's not ordinary.
It's unique.
Yeah, it is unique. This baby right here.
What is it about it? Why do you love it?
Oh, well, it sits over there. Sometimes I forget. I mean, I think I have another ordinary object, but this is the one that said for me to share with y'all today. So I'm put it down. All right.
That is gorgeous. I'm
Is
jealous.
what it is what it represents. And being grateful and what the ego represents in my name, Ardeshir, which is or A'ren, which is ego, and the significance of this amethyst stone. And if you look at the back, it came,
I love that it's a cluster. Yes, so it's like a cluster.
yep. It's a huge one. I saw a different, but I guess this one was the one that was supposed to be
Can
mine.
you hold up the amethyst again? I want to see the gemminess of it. So I love amethyst. Amethyst really connects to like the third eye and crown chakra. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's a nice quality. I like the color on that one.
So,
What are so the wings are made out of what? Black tourmaline, obsidian,
I believe that it's obsidian. This is
what's the
the feather, the tail, which is white with the eagle, is a milky
calcite,
quartz,
milky quartz,
and the beak is chameleon.
carnelian. Ooh,
And hold on, let me
it's
um
grounded, grounding, empowering, and intuitively guided
yeah,
is how I would summarize all those crystals together. And
yeah,
freedom of that because of the eagle.
actually it's yep, white milky quartz. The wings are black agate.
Interesting.
I think she's right. I think it's
It's
different
probably easier to carve agate
than the other, yeah. So, and
because
then there,
obsidian is like molten volcanic, so it is glass, and it can, like, I've been cut by obsidian from it breaking. So
yeah,
it's
obsidian looks a lot like,
beautiful.
but yeah, it sits on there. It actually comes out. So, oops, shit, too much, but yeah.
That's her
So,
baby.
yeah, this one was just perfect. Um, and I had to travel down yonder there to get
Yeah.
it. No, I just wanted to go right.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Okay. I'm pulling number 14. What's a small thing today that brought you unexpected joy? My cactus, I have this Christmas cactus plant. It's flowering, as I was sharing before we started, that it's flowering. I don't know if you guys can see it. I've had this plant for over 5 years and it
Oh,
flowered
wow.
the first year. And this is the first year since then that it has flowered. So just looking at the flowers it just brings me so much joy
That's really cool. Yeah,
today.
they don't flower every year. I've done some research on
They're
those.
supposed
Oh,
to, but mine just didn't for whatever reason. So and then it made me think of my bumblebees from the summer. Um, and that
yeah,
just brought me joy. I just love looking at the little bumblebees sitting on the flowers, just chilling. Um,
yeah.
but that's the small thing that I would say that brought me unexpected joy today. And I actually shared it with you. All
Yeah,
right.
you did.
Do you want me to pick a number or do you want to pick a number?
Uh,
One through
well,
17.
everyone, but I guess the free
Three.
uh 11. I was gonna go with three. I was gonna wait. Three is fine. I don't care. 11.
11. Oh, this is a good one for you. What's a song, book, or movie that changed your perspective and you're grateful for?
Wow. Let's see what else we got. A song. A song?
A
Book or movie?
song, book, or movie
Well, there's a couple of movies. A book. I have several books. The song that changed my what?
that changed your perspective and you're grateful for.
Oh wow.
That's a
I'm
pretty.
not good at listing songs without looking at them.
Well, it's a
Uh,
movie. Do you have a movie?
The Last Samurai.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The Last Samurai.
That's a really beautiful movie.
Song.
Why The Last Samurai? Let's land on that one.
The song is one of my favorite all-time songs is "I Take You There" by the Staple Singers.
Why for the
Well,
movie and why for the song? How did it change your perspective?
well, the movie, I'll say how it ended. Hopefully y'all didn't watch it, but it shouldn't be too much of a spoiler alert. But the biggest thing is when somebody, it's just like we'll talk about crossing over, or people like to say death, but I know that when I leave body that I won't be dead in the traditional sense of man or what society says he is. And so I've come to realize, and I go back and I told you about one of the questions I have to answer as I complete my mastery and choosing to go and finish up a day with destiny um, was about events in life. And so I've chosen people, we talk about how we miss somebody, this and that, but we are going to leave body. So it's about how you alchemize, how you look at death and people that you love, mothers. Of course, I've heard some people who have lost, husband, wives, and bed, but a mother, you know, having your mother cross over beside you overnight was a significant experience. So it's like, or anybody else that's close to us. So in the movie, somebody asked about his leader. And I forget the other question, but the question that resonates is people said, tell me about wasn't called his life or what they did or something, but it's about I'll tell you how they lived, not how they died, but how they lived. And and when you want to set up your life, how did you live your life? And when we talk about legacy or how somebody talks about, so you know, with even some of my cousins will come up and then the significance of what one of my cousins who actually, since she was a little girl, talked about she always wanted to be a doctor. She ended up getting that. She crossed over young in '06. And it's about how did she live or how did anybody live. My grandmother lived. I talk about her a lot. My mom's mom, and even certain other ancestors would come up. Some of them I wasn't around as much because they were out of town. The song "I Take You There," I don't know, and I get into the lyrics to some songs that kind of, it's like what moves you? Music moves me. And it talks about taking you there where nobody's crying, nobody is that. I mean, I understand that we do need to cry, but not in the way of the suffering that some of us endure and go through, the freedom that we need to have here, even before we leave body. And so, and then a recent one is "Hold On" by the Sounds of Blackness, because change has occurred in the last 5.5 years or so, and because it's been almost 8.5 years since our mother crossed, because I have a sibling, um, has been an extraordinary, I would say more sweeter than bitter, because everybody look at it because the bitter wasn't so bad, but what's come out of it for me is the sweetness of where I am, who I am, and who I'm becoming, and who I have became from that tragedy. And there was a significant amount of loss of people I grew up with, people I went to school with, that followed right after that. Another person who I call Ma, who used to do my hair, my god sister's mother, in the family. And so I am grateful that those people are present in my life, because when I talk about them and knowing what I know and how I've had to shift and alchemize my life and continue to alchemize my ego and be gratitude, which is overcoming. I might be stepping a little bit ahead here, since it wasn't scripted anyway, and nothing that we do has been actually. But so and to shift these beliefs that we have around death, the beliefs that we have around, and also I get in how gratitude helps us, try to shift and transform limiting beliefs that weren't ours to begin with. So I have a lot of songs. So the year that my mother passed, right after, I hadn't heard a song by Earth, Wind, and Fire. So obviously I have three. I actually have more, but I'm looking at this song right now, and On Your Face by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And if you haven't listened to this song, I mean, the lyrics are so dope, and it came up right at the time. And I think I was one of our guys who grew up with, he's in the middle block, and that I think he was driving by and he was getting my attention. I believe this was the song that was on at the time, and I was lost in the song, and I was probably singing and dancing to it outside my car in the driveway here at the house, the main house. And so my residence, and it's like, all the lyrics, all the emotions you're talking about, experience actually show on your face. Now, some of us have been really good at not wearing the mask, of not letting it show on your face, but today it does show on my face. And that I won't, let whatever I'm experiencing get me down, or stay down in that respect. So some other songs, yeah. So that movie, why that movie came up, is the and then the faith, that you have, and the practicing, and the spirit that you have to change to become who you were meant to be in the first place. And we have to take ourselves away from the world and become back in within our own stuff. It's just like the lies about certain things, and death, and how we're supposed to act and how we're supposed to be. We just need to be who we are. And I realized there's some ways that when I lost somebody, I was acting the way the world thought I was supposed to act and do all that. And it was something else about me that understood something that I didn't understand, was that they may not be embodied, but they're never gone. So, and to know the truth of that, and to set into that, and similar to what I'll be talking about on the webinar of how we do grief, how we do this, and what caused it, and to look at it in a different perspective, so it's not so burdening to you. But
Mm.
life is really special. Um so song, so movie, and what else was there? There
Well,
was
you're
three.
supposed to pick one, but
Um,
I don't
my bad.
know. I have to find it. Um,
It was song, movie, something else, but that's the um
all
I don't
right.
know.
Hmm.
That's what y'all was supposed to hear. So,
Yeah, thanks for sharing. That's
or-
hmm. I'm going with number 9.
okay, we're about to end that year. Year we're in.
If I could thank one stranger today, who would it be and why? Okay, moving
I
on.
should put, what it say? Oh no, you
I
gonna
don't
what did
haven't met a stranger. Like I don't know. That's so. Hold on. Let me sit with the
what did it
question.
say?
Let me sit with it.
Read it again.
Hold on a second. I'm sitting with it for myself. Um, if you could thank one stranger today, what would it be and why? If I had to thank one stranger today, I would thank
You say
them for
stranger?
stranger. I would thank them for being in my presence. And the reason why is there's no such thing as coincidence. I think everything is divinely timed. And one thing that I've realized is kind of like my superpower, and also
Mhm.
a bit sometimes draining, is that people that I don't even know always come up to me and just like speak
Start
to me.
talking.
They just speak to me. They share like some of the most
I know, right?
challenging moments. Then it's just like I've just held the space and witnessed and honored what it
Yeah.
is that they were going through. So I would just acknowledge their presence and say thank you for being here today. I
For
would just
crossing your path.
hello. I would just say hello and honor them
I like that. I love that.
because I think people need that recognition of like I see you and I honor you.
Yes.
I feel like that was also
Yes.
a trick question. All right.
All right.
Am
All
I
right.
picking the numbers or do you want to pick? Do you want to go with three? Number three.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Number three. Oh my gosh, your questions are always so long. I'm
Okay.
sorry. What's a smell? Okay, you pick one now. What's a smell, taste, or sound you experienced recently that made you feel truly alive and grateful? So, the question again for those listening and playing along, what's a smell, taste, or sound you experienced recently that made you feel truly alive and grateful? That's an interesting question.
It is taste or smell.
Smell, taste, or sound?
I don't want to go with the traditional thing that I'll say taste, which would be red wine. Let me see.
You're going to say red wine, but okay.
So I'm gonna go with sound. I won't say recent, but I've been speaking about it and how the saxophone,
Hmm.
if played a certain way, I don't know when I first heard about that being, I identify it as a very sexy instrument if it's played and who plays it. Um, wow, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can take me out of body. Um, that's the saxophone played very, 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 very well.
Okay.
And I know a saxophonist. I need to get on her. I haven't seen her well. She's from Pennsylvania
Wait,
originally, and her
wait,
name
what
is
did you say? I heard you
Pamela.
say something else. She's a
What's
saxophonist. Is that what they're called?
yes,
Saxophonist?
yes,
Hmm.
and her, but it's very few women saxophonists. Um, but the person who I've heard is a local guy who plays the saxophone. And one New Year's night, I don't even know what he played, but I got up there. I was the only one dancing on the floor. Yeah, whatever, regardless of what happened that night. I endured a lot that night physically, but whatever he played and how he played that saxophone was so, so beautiful. So, and I left body. So, we were talking about this in one of our conversations about what that was like. And I don't know if I had the full because I had to make sure that I didn't. So I was conscious and I was here, but not here. I explained it because I knew there was a little space between the stage that I couldn't go to, even though I didn't have on heels. I had on my dancing shoes, my shoe boots. So, and yeah, I forgot that anybody was in the room. So it was it
That was
was
an out of body experience, it sounds like. A
yeah,
transcendental experience. That's what I would say, like what you're describing.
yes, yes. I don't, yeah, a good purposeful one. I mean,
Hmm.
that I think is the only one I recognize. And that had to be about, well, time was sure flying last year, probably 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago,
Hmm.
or maybe 21 and 22, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Saxophone. Okay.
Saxophone.
Transcendental experiences via the sounds of the saxophone. I'm
Yes.
choosing number 15.
Okay.
What's one moment today you could have complained about, but instead chose gratitude? Answering question number 9. Because originally I was like, what? And I threw it down. But then I was like, no, lean
Read
into
that
it.
one for me again.
What's one moment today you could have complained about, but instead chose gratitude?
Okay.
Like that literally just played out. Go back a few minutes back. Because I got number
About the
9.
stranger? About
Yeah,
meeting
because
a
I
stranger?
was like, what? No. And I threw it down. But then I was like, no, let's sit with the question. Let's
Of
really sit with
course.
the question. And I think it's really important to really be not to like beat yourself up about like pouting, like, oh, that's not what I thought it was going to be, right? But to catch yourself and be like, you know
Yeah.
what? Let's make the best of what is, right?
Right.
So I decided to choose gratitude, to be grateful for this moment and to find the goodness in answering that question that came up that for whatever reason really agitated and challenged me. I got in my head about it for sure.
Right.
And,
Right.
and then was like, you know what? Let's get out of my head and drop into my heart. So that is the answer to that. My questions are going by easily. You're getting the hard ones. Would you like me to choose or do you want to choose a number?
10.
Number 10. Ooh. Think of a mistake you made this week or the previous week. What unexpected lesson are you thankful for?
Mistake. When you see I went to smile until then my face just dropped. Um, Read it again.
Think of a mistake you made this week or within the last week. What unexpected lesson are you thankful for?
I'm not sure how old mistake I made this week.
I remember my coach telling me mistakes are things that you mistook for being something different than you expected it to be.
Yeah, because we as humans and coming up in this world that mistakes are bad or is a problem or make you seem less than the human, that you are.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's not true. It takes me back to work. It takes me back to what people say, but it's like, do you really mean it? And then I'll try to think of this week, but I would say it would have something to do with my time.
Okay.
So
The
in
mistake
work,
you made this week. What unexpected lesson are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the awareness of how to
What's the mistake you made this week? Are you identifying that?
not utilizing my time better,
Oh, okay. So
not
time
utilizing
management.
my time in such a way that is serving the things that I um am choosing and destined, to accomplish. And also I had mentioned to you also not honoring what I said to myself,
Mm.
broken commitments um
Mm.
to self around time and what I'm doing with it. Um and I was going back to example that some people may be able to relate to when it comes to working or a job. And like some jobs, have inspectors or some people come up to come look at and check you. And so in the government, this is used to come look at the organization, and there's several, different fields within an organization where they come do inspections, this and that. and they expect for you to, they say that they don't want you to know everything and that you can go look, and it's not possible to know everything, but enough to do your job in such a way that you have the ability to go check. So as somebody, I didn't know whether to believe this guy at the time that says, if you don't know, it's okay to go and check and say that you don't know. But in reality, you don't feel that way, when it comes to that. So mistakes are inevitable. It's just the dire ones. And if we go, when you're talking about going within, sometimes we know what we know, but we have to follow that, which makes anything that happens would be less detrimental if you go with the nature of your intuition. And it comes, like I say, I have to continue to say that in a second. And things will happen, but they don't have to be as dire when we decide to do everything other than what we are guided to do, whether it be in the job, whether it be in the parenting or this and that, because we know a lot of stuff that we don't know. And even with parenting, there's more stuff available today than it was yesteryear for any of our parents who only knew to go by what they had learned. So I'll keep it there. So
I think I want to play devil's advocate, right?
mhm.
I was thinking the other day, kind of reminded of like there's never a bad choice. You could never make a choice that's bad. And some people may hear that and be like, that's not true. It's like, because even like in the question that you were asked, it's like, how can it provide you an opportunity to find like the pivot point,
Oh,
right?
you
Like
just,
I can pivot
yeah,
away. So even
something
if
just
it
came up for me.
even if it is detrimental, right? And I
Mhm.
know I may be morbid about death, like maybe you make the choice and you drive too fast and you get into a car accident and you die, right? Even like that's like some people would say like that was a detrimental mistake. By whose qualifications? Because death is not a bad thing. It sucks for those that are left behind a little bit, trying to unpack, what happened. But
But yeah, but the people who are left behind was like, did they, what kind of pain did they experience? I mean,
yeah,
you
living
look
with
at
the
that,
consequences of their actions too can be a bit
but
painful.
you just brought up something to me that I might be on one of my, to finish off this questionnaire to finish off.
Go ahead, let's workshop it.
It has to do with a mistake. So this still goes back to not listening to yourself, what we call the sixth sense of letting you know to make a move. And I think you know about this one snow event where I didn't listen, didn't get off at this exit and went the other way because it delayed me and I ran into a certain unfortunate circumstance, um, which I would call a mistake by not listening to my intuition, of where to go, and then looking in front, oh, it looks all right, it's all right. But it knew what I didn't know ahead of time. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like the question asked, okay, what big event? And I don't know if it has to be a real big event that you experienced, and what did you learn from it? And so the thing is to continue to learn to the little things that give me a nudge to do this. And driving is one of mine. One of my best friends uses, and even though, working out is something I'm trying to get back in, become a lifestyle again, uses, gym and working out analogies. I use those because they help to shift. You don't have to know why you're being told to go this way or to do that, because you are being guided to do something in the moment that could shift the destiny, and you don't have to know it because it could be avoiding you from experiencing something or being delayed from something. You have to be delayed. So, but yeah, it's what you learn from. I say it's what you learn from it.
Yeah,
So yeah, because it's what do you learn from it? It's a learning experience.
and to not beat yourself up about it. I think that's one
Yes,
of the
Barbara.
things about having a gratitude practice is like
Yes.
just meeting yourself where you are and be like, you know what, this is what happened. And finding the the gem, you know.
Yeah, the lesson. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the part of gratitude and shifting the narrative from a alchemic perspective or alchemical, whatever
Sometimes
you
I
want to
don't
say.
like to say lesson because it's like,
Okay, because people have a problem with that word.
yeah,
Lessons are to be learned. We learn. We learn. Lessons
but
are
we're
wonderful.
always constantly in it. But it's just like, how can you find the goodness in the bad, the goodness in like
Yes.
the disappointment?
Yeah, that's where you have to, that's where gratitude comes in, is to be grateful
It's literally
for,
gratitude.
it's just like, it's just, here's the example, is, that I've mentioned in a previous episode. So y'all check it out about the situation of where people are, oh man, and I didn't do it that day. That, remember the truck that almost tagged me in the back? And I look in the rear view mirror and I hear the screech and I see it come up, it's like boom, and it stops. And so the mistake that that person always made was, my gratefulness was that I didn't have to go off. I didn't have to have the energy. That was true. That's why we need to have faith in everything that we do, without the fears, without the limiting beliefs that are illusions and lies, and to continue to do the work to release them. Was the gratefulness that I was not tagged in the back, that I'm thankful for the breaks or the awareness or the person realizing in that moment what was about to go down, and to be able to have stopped before having that particular truck being the half back, even though my vehicle is made out of metal. It's still, because of the force and the energy that I know that was, I know what would have been the outcome had not it been what it was, and the gratefulness that that did not occur.
Mm. Hmm. Mm.
And just the calmness that I had. That's growth.
Mm. Yeah, that is growth. Mm. It also reminds me, I had this when I was working my very misaligned, stressful public health job. Is it was this picture that says mistakes are proof that you're trying.
Mm, mm. Yeah, because most of them don't like making
It
them. I don't
helped
like.
it helped me at that time because I was just starting out, and yeah, it just kind of reframed that mistakes are, at least I'm doing something. I'm trying, right?
Yeah, most of
Versus
us don't know that
picking
because we
myself
try not to make
apart.
mistakes.
Well, you can't, we make them all the time. I think that's the the realities, like the idea that we don't make mistakes is not real. We make them all the time. It's just sometimes we are like, oh, that, we're more happy about the mistake than other times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I pulled number 6. Interesting. It says, name a talent or skill you take for granted. My organization skills, my capacity to look at a project and be able to break it down into milestones, and then with those milestones, what are tangible action steps in order to meet the milestone, to ensure that you're moving towards the end game of the goal. Like, my brain just sees things in that way, and a lot of people don't have the capacity to see the long game and everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reminded of that, and I kind of take that for granted. I can like jump into that quite easily because of my me being in business, and having to work, like working with high level leadership around
Yeah,
deliverables and contract negotiations. So I'm very
right.
comfortable in that. It's very second nature, and I realize I take that for granted. Because a lot of people are like, ooh, business, where I'm kind of like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I kind of take
Oh,
that for
for
granted.
us, for me in the audience, read that one again, because I think people need to hear that, what we take for granted.
Name a talent or skill you take for granted. I really hope you guys are playing along with this. And
Yes.
if you have time, I would go back with a journal and write these down and just sit with them. Sit
Yes.
with them. Like pick one and work with that one every night where you sit down and ask yourself the question.
What are you grateful for from that experience? Yeah.
Yeah, all of them are wonderful, honestly.
Yeah. I have to look at what I think about
Okay.
it or what I question.
What?
Yeah.
So would you like to pick a number or would you want me to pick a number?
Number one.
I was wondering where you were going to pick that. Number one. Oh, who is someone you often overlook but are quietly grateful exist in your life?
Oh, ow. I don't know that I've overlooked anybody real recently in my life. Um, myself? No, myself. Somebody. Ooh. Wow. I let me sit with that for a minute. Overlook. Overlook.
Okay, you want me to pull while you think about that one? And we'll come back around.
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want another question?
No, go to your question. I'll come back to this one.
I'm going to pick number 8. I feel like you should have picked this one. Number 8 is pick a challenging emotion. How can you express gratitude for what it's teaching you?
I like number 8, but
I
I
don't
wouldn't pick
know
it.
that I have challenging emotions because I'm literally the emotion person where I'm like, feelings are valid. Um,
Yeah, you are. I mean, I'll answer it and still go back to the other one because now I
yeah,
think I
okay. Yeah, I'll pick another one. What's your challenging emotion? Or do you see that I have a challenging emotion that I may have a blind spot around? I would tell you my challenging emotion is receiving accolades. I don't know what emotion that is.
okay. I can relate to that one. That's
What
receiving
emotion is
compliments.
that?
It's receiving
Compliments. What's
compliments.
the
That
emotion?
is a hard one, and I don't know if we're the only ones. I know a
What's
lot
the
of.
emotion though?
I don't. Oh my
What
God, there
what
is an
would the
emotion. There
emotion
is
be
an
for that?
emotion. There is an emotion around that.
Happiness, maybe joy.
And even though this one may not be, it's about worthiness.
Okay, so we pick the challenging emotion. How can you express gratitude for what it's teaching you? So what this challenging emotion is teaching me is that I'm being taught that I have a very that I matter, that I'm here on purpose, that I mean
Blessings is an
something
emotion.
to like I have meaning and meaning for other people that helps them find meaning within their own life. It's like it's teaching me that I am deserving of the acknowledgement of I'm doing really good. I'm doing good things. You're doing good. Congratulations. Keep going. Like I
Yeah,
deserve that. I deserve that positive feedback and reinforcement. It
yeah,
keeps me keeping on. All right.
yeah. Hold on, I
What's your
didn't know
challenging
my.
emotion?
Well, I think they have been discussed.
I would say I think yours is
Come on, you already know.
anger, anger and
That's
sadness.
one. Yeah, those are it.
I'm not going to share the other one. I feel the other one is a
I'm
bit private.
I'm better. I'm better at understanding because I've had to really squash those emotions. Um, for probably all the wrong reasons that have to do with other human beings and what you think of me. or in the careers or whatever, and eventually it comes down that yes, I was angry about that. Um, I was sad about that. And it's just something that, and especially as a young person, that you definitely don't really realize or choose to acknowledge. Yeah, and you want it now, but you just don't want to sit in it for a long time. I say that. Um, and things of that nature.
Mm.
And then the other question about
Wait. In listening to you, I realized what my challenging emotion is,
what's
and
that?
rejection.
Ah, that's another good one. Yeah.
Rejection. I think that's probably,
We are
I
so
think
much.
that one is probably, that one's like really challenging for me.
That's huge. That's huge.
Because
Oh
it
my God,
keep
that's huge.
and what I've realized, like what I'm learning from it is it keeps me from showing up and being the light in the world, of being the love and the compassion and the encouragement. It keeps
Oh
me
my
from
God.
showing up for myself and loving on myself consistently, of giving myself permission to take up space, of being my authentic expression. That's how it shows up, and what I'm grateful for that it's teaching me, in having that awareness around how can I make some adjustments around allowing that to to be my responsibility, not other people's. It's not other people's responsibility to like me. And everyone doesn't like me because, listen, I respect every living human being, but there's some people, I don't want you in my space. I really don't even want you in my town, in this country. And I'm going to take it, this world. Just
Mm.
saying. You were saying, my dear.
That's really deep. That is tied to a limiting belief of worthiness.
Yeah.
And also knowing what I know as alchemist is shifting that atmosphere, because there's some, as they say, that the creator has something better for you. If that door is not the door, you're getting rejected, or that person, or because we have went into things that weren't necessarily for us, and we've experienced stuff because we didn't listen to the fact that it wasn't about rejection, it was about not right now, and that person was not the person.
Redirection.
Yeah, good word. Yeah, redirection. So looking at that, and then the other question that you had about I don't
Who
think it's
Who is, so I'll repeat it. Who is someone you often overlook but are quietly grateful exists in your life? For those that may need a reminder of the question.
so what come to me is that it's not a person. It not in body anyway. And from what I'm understanding is that I'm ignoring at times on a different level my intuition, or my higher self, my higher self. And it's
Mm,
yeah.
that's a big one. That's a great awareness, though. To to be aware of that is key, because now it's like, okay, I'm aware of this, but also you're grateful that it exists in your life.
Yes. And
Mm.
and how I'm supposed to show up. So I have to know that what is told me is something that I just need to step into without reservation, hesitation, or the fears or the limiting beliefs that I'm continuing to take that lingeringness off, for the reason why mastery is so important, and the reason why even working with me is something about that awareness. And that awareness helps to alleviate suffering as well, and to take certain steps, because we don't even know that we are sometime, going through it, because we're so used to being in it over time and years that we don't recognize, the patterns that keep repeating. And like I said, everything will keep happening, or you keep having people or relationships, whether, boyfriend, girlfriend, however it works, until you learn the lesson. And until you learn the lesson or the word, what's the word you use? I'll try to incorporate that, because people don't get lessons. Lessons are what they are. What's the other word you use? But whatever.
I don't
What is
remember
it
what
that
I
you use?
said.
Anyway, uh, uh, uh,
Um,
um, is to understand that,
Opportunities to choose something differently. I don't know.
well, to redirect, it's all right. It's okay. I know things come to us when they come to us. But and learning a lesson is not bad, because when you're looking at school, you're learning how to be whatever it is that you're good at. And not all of us are good at everything, and people expect to get A's and everything. If you can do that, more power to you. But we
Mm-hmm.
got people that C's ain't bad. I mean, that's just not your gift. You understand it, but that's not something you Aing in, so I understand that, and then this is based upon trust also, um, and become more in trusting. So I'll leave it there for now.
Okay. Last question
This question for
pool.
me.
This is for me.
Oh, okay.
So the question is, if your shadow self could say thank you for something, what would it be?
Oh,
Thank you for seeing me. Simply that. With that, I think gratitude really is energy emotion, because it's a practice, energy emotion, and it helps to calm your nervous system. And I also want to say it's our responsibility to take responsibility for our life. You have to do the work.
yes.
Yes, there's plenty of people that can support you, but you have to do the work. Kind of going back to your scenario, like the person with the chaos coming all at them, right? If you don't stop and pause, if you don't stop and turn to the left, you're not going to see from the different perspective. So you have to do the work. That's what they mean by you have to show up and you do the work. I can't do it for you. You have to do it. You have to turn around. You have to catch your breath. You have to take the breath. You have to invest in yourself. You have to say yes. You have to be honest about all the feelings that you feel, and
Mhm.
sitting with yourself and asking the hard questions is our responsibility.
Yeah. Reaching out for support, coaching, however that may look for you. I mean, because we weren't meant to do it alone. And for me, it's been that easy, because we grew up going and having to do certain things, and women, and I know that our majors say that women are taking over trying to be men. No, we do what we feel we think we need to do. And so it's just like honoring the sexes. Of course, I'm good with my hands. I've done everything that people think all men just ought to be. And I was like, so you have to open up to 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 yourself, and not continue to allow yourself to continue, like she said, to, or like I said, to be in that continued energy that's not serving. And you have the choice to choose. You have a choose to, the chance to say no. You have the chance to say no to yourself. No, no more. No more. Let me make a shift. Not everybody's gonna like you, you know, you know,
Mm-hmm.
coming, or the boundaries that you may have set, so you can honor your divine self, you know? So yeah, be grateful and gratitude, and sit in that practice, and start to see things shift for you in such a way that you did not know. So know that you are loved, know that you are cared about, And very much thank you for joining us in this essence of standing in gratitude for yourself and sitting with yourself because you are worthy. You are worthy to do that for yourself. No one else can do it. No one else can make the change but you. You have to choose it for yourself.
Mhm.
And in that comes, great joy. It doesn't happen overnight, but more things can happen overnight than you think once you make the choice. And once you choose you, choose you.
Well, thanks for joining this very interesting back and forth answering questions with me, Warrioress Ardeshir A'ren. I know this is not your preferred method of doing things. So I just want to say I'm grateful for you for just going with it and trusting me to like pull it together and make it make sense for you. Um, Thank you. Thanks for your vulnerability. Thanks for your honesty. Thanks for your words of encouragement and insights through answering the questions. Do you have anything you want to add as we close out this episode?
No, I think everything has been said. We good.
Oh, she don't have anything else to say. Okay. Well,
I just said it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've been talking a lot this episode. I will say that.
I appreciate you too. I appreciate all those who watch. Continue to share. You just never know, who might need to share it with a friend, share with a family member, share us. I truly, truly care. And I just thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your wisdom and your love and your guidance and all that you know and challenging me as we challenge one another. It's growth, about learning. It's about growing each and every day and becoming a better person that you were yesterday. No matter how small 1% it is, it's better than it was yesterday. The only person you need to compete against is yourself, and I have to remember that, you know.
Literally the only one you really can
Yeah.
have the bruises and cuts to show that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's so true. Hmm. Well, we thank you all for listening. Strongly, strongly encourage you to answer these questions and to find like the joy in the gratitude practice as well, the
Yeah.
enjoyment as best as you can. Like find the fun in it. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to I like how you said like have the conversations with other people. I will try my best to put the questions in there and take them, be in conversations with other people, build those bridges and connect.
Well, I got one thing.
Yes.
Practicing gratitude raises your vibration. So you want to raise your vibration. And in raising your vibration, it puts you in a higher space to attract and manifest and see yourself differently also. And spending time with ourselves. There's some people that I know and some people who do not sit with themselves. And trust me, I know it's not the easiest thing to do. But I do walk around, it's called a walking prayer. And so I accept that I don't have to do it the way everybody else does it. In quiet space and recognizing, like I said, the becoming aware. So understand that each day that you do something for you, you want to raise your vibration and continue to do that.
Mm.
And chaos is low vibration, vibrational beings. That energy, raise your vibration by doing gratitude practice.
That's a
Try
good
to make
reminder. Yeah. If you're in chaos, find some gratitude, tap in, ask and answer one of the questions. It'll raise your vibration. That's a really good point. Thanks for the reminder of that. Thank you all who have made it this far in the video. We deeply appreciate you. What is something that you're grateful for today that you may have taken for granted? I think that's one of the questions that we asked. So what are you grateful for today? And with that, we'll say goodbye and be sure to like and subscribe and to share and to hit the bell notification so you receive notifications of future videos. And I think, oh, so we'll be celebrating our 1 year anniversary,
Don't
which
forget
will
to
be
comment.
live, And also the Warrioress has a webinar on grief, which is December 18th.
18, yeah.
Is it at 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern?
7.
So it's at 7
7
p.m.
EST.
Eastern Standard Time. I will put the link to all of that information in the description box below so you can tap in and engage. Her webinar is free to attend, so be sure to subscribe. I think it's a wonderful topic of conversation, and I'm looking forward to attending myself. So, with that, if you haven't already joined the family, be sure to subscribe as well. And thank you so much for those of you who have already subscribed and
Oh,
are
yeah. The date of our celebration.
so our 1 year anniversary live celebration is December the 12th
It's the 12th. I should remember.
from 7 to 8:30 p.m. So it's in the evening time. So bring snacks, beverages.
Whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna have
just gonna
some
be at home. We're gonna be at home
surprises.
with each other.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's gonna be dressing up. So,
Yeah, I
which is
know.
gonna force me to dress up. So stay tuned for that because I hardly ever dress up these days. So it's worth tuning in for the outfits and such.
Yeah, that right there.
Thanks for reminding me about that. I didn't even tell the date. But the links to all that information will be down below, so you know when and how to like connect on for those events. All right, I'm going to stop
Yes.
rambling and we're going to end it here. And we really hope to see you in the next episode. We hope to see you at the live. We hope to see you at the webinar. We hope to see you. Oh my goodness, this is the last episode of the year. After the live is we're gone for the year. Oh, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Um, what else?
Thanksgiving celebration, however you choose to celebrate that or don't, just know that we're thankful for you.
Yeah.
And I look at, that time frame differently than I had before, knowing what I know. But it's about being grateful and thankful.
Happy
So,
Kwanzaa, Happy
yes,
Hanukkah,
yes,
Happy Three Kings Day.
yes.
Um,
Twice the
when
solstice is coming up.
yeah, Happy Winter Solstice. Like there's so much that's going on
I know,
in
right?
such a short period of time because we're coming back in January. So we'll be back with new episodes January 8th as well. I think that's the start back date of
Yeah.
new episodes. But guess what? We're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to have some bonus content episodes for you to watch. And those are nice for I think those will be nice for the holidays because they're not longer than like 20 minutes. They're like 10 to 20 minutes, give or take.
Yeah.
So we won't
Yeah.
leave you hanging.
Yeah.
All right.
January.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll be back the January the 8th, unless, life happens and hey, we'll just pivot accordingly. But
Yeah.
all right, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks.